Hi, it's Lynn from Lynn Designs, and today is the third card in the series of 5 using the Daisy Delight stamp set. I'm also using, the only other product I'm using are 3 of the layering oval framelit dies. So we have Night of Navy, card base, a pool party card base, which is an A6 size in the UK, so that is 21 centimetres by 14.8 and scored at 10.5 centimetres. That's 8 1/4 inches by 5 7/8, scored at 4 1/8. I usually layer some copy paper on the inside just to save money. I'm a bit of a tight, can I say I'm tight? My Whisper White, I like to just stamp on it. So these are a set of note cards that I'm doing, and they want to be plain on the inside, so I'm using that. I've got a matting layer of Night of Navy, which is 14.3 centimetres by 10 centimetres, which is 5 5/8 by 4 inches. I've got a strip of a Wisteria Wonder, which is 14.3 centimetres by 2.5 centimetres, and that is 5 5/8 by 1 inch. I've got a scrap, some scraps of the beautiful Delightful Daisy designer series paper, one for the flap of the envelope because I always like to tie things in. I've got, going to cut out one of the images. I've got a Whisper White layer and a pool party layer. So let me do the stamping, because there's minimal stamping on this card. Let me do the stamping first, and then we can bring the big shot in. So let me grab that and a scrap of paper, and I'm just going to very randomly stamp the daisy, and this is tone on tone, so it just gives a very nice look, I think. There we go, and that is the stamping done. So we'll close that up so we don't dip anything in. Grab that out, and we will bring in my trusty Big Shot, which I've had for many years and predates my becoming a demonstrator for Stampin' Up. I'm resisting, I do need to change the cutting mats. I've got the magnetic plate to stop these dies from bouncing about, and let me put on the top cutting pad and just run that quickly through. So we'll take those out. I've got one more. I'm just going to cut out one of the images. That I like from the DSP. There we go. That's simple. We've got all the bits we need, and we will start assembling the card. So let me bring that in. We'll put that on with a bit of the Tombow glue, and that's just it. Just gives it a lovely little rim round. I think that makes it pop. There we go. Native Navy. And this just actually, if ever you're not sure of what cardstock goes with what, when you've got the designer series paper, it actually gives you the colours that are in. So Pool Party, Night of Navy, and this is Pool Party as well. So it just ties it in. And I think, it doesn't list it, but I actually think that this, there's a hint of Wisteria Wonder, so that's why I pulled that in. And I'm just going to stick that down, straight down. This is a scrap that I've had laying around. Someone did some samples and didn't like what I'd done, so I always try and keep all those scraps because you never know when they're going to come in handy. I'm just going to use a little bit of snail adhesive on this copy paper, and that has been cut down to 14.3 by 10, and that just fits in quite nicely there. And I'm going to pop that panel up using some Stampin' Dimensionals. This is just a set of note cards for that I've been asked to produce as a gift for someone, and they want them blank, so it's quite nice just to do some general cards. So that's there, that's the card done, and I wanted to tie in the envelope. So I don't know how other people do this, but when I'm doing this, I either draw around or put some glue on the flap of the envelope. And then I stick the paper down. And then you can very easily use your paper snips to trim round. Just said, it's supposed to be nice and easy. I'm just doing this very quickly. Let's quickly just come in and trim that down, so we're happy with it. And there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate everybody who has subscribed. Please, all the details will be on my blog. There'll be a link below in the description box. Please stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.